in the hills somewhere?
Yeah,
Maybe? No idea.
I'm not sure whereabouts they're at.
I would not even have a clue.
Yeah, rural areas.
I'm not sure.
No. There you go. No idea.
Presently, we're probably consuming far too many products that require a lot of resources that aren't recyclable or not reusable.
Sustainable living needs to be pursued because a lot of the changes that need to take place are at the very local scale, their household. You can plan a really wonderful sustainable city, but it's really to do with the lifestyle of people, that even the best planned city won't be sustainable if the inhabitants of that city are not living a sustainable lifestyle.
To say that there's going to be a vast shift in the way that we live if we're being environmentally sound, I think it's stretching the truth. We can now be sustainable without causing large changes to our lifestyles.
Our main water supply is Warragamba Dam, which is in the hills, the Blue Mountains behind Sydney. There are a number of other smaller dams, for example Avon Dam. Basically we're relying upon water from the dams as our main water supply.
The water one is a huge problem that where presently our dam catchments are falling, and the government is not responding with a sustainable solution such as recycling or rainwater harvesting. The government is responding with a desalination plant. And we really think that to have a sustainable response to something such as water, which is a vital issue for a city, they should be doing the sustainable options such as improving recycling, harvesting rainwater through rainwater tanks, and also doing the easy thing, which is just using more water efficient technologies.
One of the main ways in which we can do that is to separate water into different types of water and then use what's called fit for purpose. At the moment we're flushing potable water, in other words drinking water, to use to flush away some wee in the toilets. That's just silly. We need to think about dual systems, get the infrastructure right so that people can use high quality potable drinking water for drinking. We can then reuse water that's been used in showers, for gardens, for toilet flushing, etc.
I don't really think people appreciate the importance of agriculture.
The community have to indicate that they want agriculture as part of the land use. That is absolutely fundamental.
I mean, you talk to people in Sydney and they say, oh, well, we'll fly it in from somewhere else, we'll bring it in from China, but it isn't that simple, and that costs are going to increase dramatically.
But if people say, oh, well, we don't buy it, but we don't grow it, we'll get it, we can import it from somewhere else, then that's an easy solution, but it's not a sustainable solution.
That's a frontier mentality, is that once we've used up Sydney's resources, we go take them from somewhere else. So we kept on stretching further and further out, taking the resources from other people. I think what we have is a system where we need to think out what are our needs, are they really needs or just wants, and what's the best way to go about meeting those needs at the present.
The choices, the alternatives are there, but we really need to make sure we implement them.
We have an obligation to future generations to reduce our resource use, to reuse our resources, and to move towards a much more sustainable city than what we have at the moment. If we do that, Sydney can become a leader, and we can be proud of our city for doing that. We develop civic pride, and Sydney can be known as a leader in terms of sustainability. It's obviously not going to be totally sustainable. No city of 4.5 million people will be totally sustainable, but we can do a lot in moving towards sustainability, and certainly on the level of large cities in the world, we can actually be a leader, and that's what I'd like to see. I think it's possible to do that. It's going to take some courage from political parties, at various levels of government to do that, but it's certainly possible. We have the attributes, we have the knowledge, we have a lot of the resources. It's basically taking the political will and the desire that make that our vision.